Ladies for liberty. Ladies and gentlemen along the flight line, if you like that, give a wave to the ladies. What a great job you've done. What a job. Thank you, thank you. And now, Mr. Ray Johnson, okay, you step over here, Ray. You and I are going to do it.
But we also know that not everybody reads magazines, so a big part of what we're also doing is making sure we've got a strong digital presence, whether that's Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, apps, and so on. So we got some big company.
Don't get me scared there, John. Okay, well, that's great to know, and we certainly hope folks get out and get one of those tickets. You could reasonably expect to afford $100 a piece, and they are giving away.
dripping on them. And
Zie maar een piet.
didn't get sweaty en route because of the air conditioning. Speed
En
was
ik
good,
verstehe
range
das
was
ja,
good,
ich nicht,
endurance
muss
was
das alles
good,
bezahlen,
and
aber
reliability was good as
zum
well.
Kotzen. Wie viel Kohle hat er da bezahlt?
The time was, as I
Wenn ich den einmal
mentioned
dabei
before,
habe,
there
dann
were
sage ich ihm
250
das.
registered in North America
Sein
alone.
Sohn. Das ist doch jetzt mit der Victoria Swarovski zusammen.
Oh, wow.
He's based in Alabama. This country aircraft like to make jets. So what we're seeing is a 15-minute show. What we saw at the preliminary show last year was a full show of 20 minutes of non-repeated maneuvers in very rapid fashion. As the team holds behind us, A10 Demo is going out to get the position. They have brought families.
Ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention over your left shoulder. You will see the flight of A10s coming our way in the shoulder.
type. Jet fighters prior to this featured conventional straight wings, as many of the piston-powered predecessors do. The Germans didn't sweep this wing because of a comprehensive understanding of its aerodynamic advantages. They swept it because they had a center of gravity issue with the aircraft. That's right, the wing on the 262 is swept for the same reason that it is on a Tiger liner.
Howard, that's what I was worried about. See, left it.
And about 10% pulled the tail off.
You have mentioned previously that it's different on the ground than what you might see in museums. Explain to us why it looks different than we might see in principle.
Yeah, so late prepping for air refueling. During the air refueling, receiver pilots and the KC46 boom operators must work as a team, maintaining a stable platform for upwards of 20 minutes with only 20 feet between the aircraft. Ladies and gentlemen, from the right, this is the KC46A race. Now the mighty KC46 is now maneuvering for its landing attitude demonstration. The pilots from today's show are Major Matt Schaefer, Major Jason Garrett, Major Jeremy Delzer. They're assisted by boom operator tech. Well, what a beautiful club standard by our famous KC130 Departure with the little touch and go. All the maneuvers you see here today are attempted to by our operational air crews on a regular basis. They provide the highly responsive, flexible tanker and airlift capability for America. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's demonstration on behalf of the men and women of the United States Air Force, Air Education and Training Commander, and Office Air Force Base Oklahoma. We thank you for being with us today.
What did they say? I heard the what did they say?
Yeah, they said we might just bring you into land.
Who, the whom? The bird?
Operations, which continue to provide rapid global mobility for America today, tomorrow, and well into
Particularly with the dark clouds, the sun leaving off the airplane. I'm just going to be quiet. Take a look. It's your right, the B29 Super Fortress and Don going by, and our thanks to our Airbus team as well for helping to make that happen. We were talking a little earlier about the F-35.
One accelerate off and bring one tag.
Sadly, they ran into a mechanical issue. They've been trying to fix it all day, and unfortunately, they opened another panel with another issue. So they're going to
with the Goodyear blimp, who's going to come make an appearance at Flight Fest, and I hear a rumor that they're kind of trying to do a touch and go on the Flight Fest runway, followed by some amazing RC helicopters and fixed wing air. It's going to be off the chart. It's going to be really cool tonight.
Well, we're going to thank you all everywhere for being with us today. It's all about you. Set up now for Twilight Flight Fest coming up at 8 p.m. overhead on July.
Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're out. On behalf of Mr. Danny Hollywood Clifton, Brittany
Observer war.
Lightness, our show announcer Brittany, and Mr. Luke Jericho and Steve Bozar,
And the real round
Bei der
been our honor to have you here with us this afternoon.